Well, hey there, everyone. Look at this. Train Sim World 3 is here. Train Sim World 3 released about 4 p.m. today. I've just got home from work at 11:30. So I thought, let's have a little look in and we'll see what's happened. So I've just installed the game. I did just load it, as you can see, a couple of seconds ago, just to make sure it loads and I'm not going to have any mega issues. So let's open the game and see what happens. Ooh. Dovetail! Yay! Okay, the railway is a dangerous place and you should never attempt to replicate or copy the activities seen in the game. That's a good shout. Yeah, basically don't die. So I'm going to skip this for now. They do recommend signing into Dovetail Live to get to that community challenges and stuff. Not really my thing, but I will sign in later on when I've got the time to remember my password. Yes, please. So I'm going to import my existing profile from TSW2. Ooh. So yeah, that's the profile I'm going to import. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So I'm experienced. I'm going to go straight into the main menu. So that's really good that we have that actually, because there are people who really freaking don't need that, and it just gets frustrating. Where you're like, no, don't show me the intro. No, yeah. So what we're going to do is that's quite cool. So you can. So if I said, wow, 849 services even at this stage to complete, shows quite a bit there. Stone Driver 395. And that just shows me, okay, that's quite cool. So that shows me my driving data on these locos. Quite cool. So we'll go by route. We'll go Southeastern High Speed, timetable. I want to start in the 395 because I want to have a look. So, how the frick do I drive to the trains? I presume. Jump straight in. Okay, so that's quite a cool little idea there. So pick a route, Southeastern High Speed, timetable mode. How do I drive it? Oh, this is going well. Hang on. Right, so at this stage, I don't want to go to the training centre, although I'm going to look at that before we finish the video. Okay, so if I do that and then... Okay. So this is the introductions, right? London and Faversham. All seasons 395. I'm going to use London and Ashford. Okay. So I'm just going to do this because I understand the signalling system. So I'm just going to enable the train and we'll get driving. So I'll do that. We'll get started. It's going to be I'm going to do a quick little first look of this because I just want to experience St Pancras because St Pancras is a station I've been to. I've been to a few of the stations in Train Sim World. This is probably the most sort of one with like signature one, so to speak. Okay, so got some Steam objectives, Steam achievements there. First of all, I'm going to knock my FPS up. So even recording, I'm locked at 62. Let's check my settings real fast. Screen. So I'm going to go to the ultra graphic preset, apply that, and then advanced settings. So some stuff goes all the way up to ultra, some of it only goes up to high. So ultra, ultra, ultra. Motion blur is on. VSync is going to be off for now. Screen percentage, 200%. Okay, I mean that's still largely locked at 62, except when I'm looking around loading new textures. So, actually, first of all, this will be down to the lighting, but this cab feels right. What do I mean by that? It's not perfect. These locos are what, 10 years old now, ish. It's pretty close to what I would say this cab should feel like. I like that a lot. At the end of the day... Ooh. So where's the train fault light on one of these? So actually, I'm going to have a little fly about St Pancras. Wow. This honestly looks ridiculously good. I'm going to open my doors. So this obviously hasn't changed, but pans are up on the back, which I think is correct for these. So my little thing, which they've done, this unit's terminating and it's kind of arrived and is terminated and it's opened the doors. The back panner is up on these, and I believe these things run on the back pantograph. So that's perfect. So basically all that is that's, although this unit here doesn't appear to have its pantograph up. Oh no, has front pan up. That's really good. I really like that. Oh, shut up! Okay, I'm going to quickly turn on safety systems. Just... How were you stood yelling at me? Oh, it's just pan up, shoes down, you need to press. Cool. Lock the doors. I've just realised I'm starting at the complete wrong end of this route for us to actually see anything, but hey. So, reverse it to forward. Doors interlocked. Headlights would be handy. And away we go on our first journey in Train Sim World. It's a 40 start speed here. I think my TVM's enabled automatically. But this train feels really nice. This right here is... So, with optimization, here feels really good. There's no two ways about it. I'm running completely maxed out on settings. The game looks splendid. And it's a bit quiet, but I can live with that. 40 limit, 30, yeah. Just monitor this. 40 limit, and we'll just coast for now. But this is a next generation train simulator. Wow. So honestly, the lighting and the texturing, I'd have to compare Train Sim Classic, but one thing I've noticed, look on the external art, is you can see dirt and grime and rust, and that's great. They're little flakes of this train's been in traffic for a while. And I'm pretty positive the default one doesn't have that. TVM should kick in any second. If it doesn't, I may just have to panic a little bit. That panel doesn't open up, so it should be fine. 80 limit, passing. Yeah, I'm not sure what. So this stuff here. This is a Hitachi handset. PA, press it once for a normal PA. Long press, it beeps. Emergency PA. IC is intercom call from the cab. It doesn't matter how long you press it, it'll call the crew. From down the back, short press rings all the other intercoms. There we go. 8 limit kicking in. It's quite hard to actually judge what I'm doing with my throttle, but that's fine. 200. Let's go. Stopping at Stratford. So I'm just going to knock my hood on just so that I can see what I'm doing with the power handle. But this is brilliant. This is what a next generation train simulator feels like. Okay, it's not AP grade sounds yet, but you know, I'm sort of hesitant to look a gift horse in the mouth here, and I'm just going to turn around and say, so far, this right here is what I would argue the driver probably sees pretty close to when they're actually driving on HS1. Maybe the lights throw a bit further, but apart from that, I've got no grievances with this at all. This is honestly a really nice experience for me. I do want to quickly turn my cab light on so I can check my max speed. It is 225, 140. These things are stinking fast. So there you go, that's 140 authorised. So we're not going to get 140 before Stratford because we're going to have to think about slowing down soon. There you go, so flashing 225 is going to change at the next signal section. So I might as well just idle for now. So I'm going to get your beep. I'm not using this for my guidance. I'm just going to, you know, I might as well just do that. And then it'll indicate a change down. Probably 200. Yep, 200. So that is slow to 200. So I can just coast for now. Because I'm at 200. Just about a little, which is 125 miles an hour, by the way, that I'm already at. And yeah, I've got to say, you know, I mean, I'm in a tunnel, but so far the experience is good. Put 160, so I put a bit more brake on. Hit myself slow. Put a bit of a steeper application on just to be safe. Bit quick coming in the top of that, which is fine though. 100 next. So you can see the speed's just washing off now. And yeah, we'll pop out the tunnel soon into Stratford station. Stratford and Stratford International is incredibly depressing. It's basically a station in a hole in the ground. Yeah. Oh, so that was a weird bit of lighting there, which I think I've seen in TS Classic as well. Sorry, in TSW2. Bit of bloom. That seems very overpowered. But we'll see what it looks like when we pop out into it. Okay, that bloom was a bit much in my opinion there, but I can live with it. And there's my stop marker, so I'm going to stand on the brake a little bit. Get myself down about 60. These things do slow pretty well. Yeah, end of the platform about 60. And then I'm going to probably pull in about 40. So we're going to be just running this service, obviously. I'm going to probably run it as far... No, I'm not going to run it all the way through because I want to do a route learning video for the section. Basically, I'm doing... I've got the scenario built already to do Gravesend to Ramsgate in one of these in TS Classic. I just need to get the time to record it. But I do want to do my first looks are going to be route learners on all these routes. So I'm not passing judgment on anything here other than the environment. And I mean, for a second there, I caught a glimpse of reality. Like my brain tricked me into thinking it was real. Okay, there's stuff like that which is not perfect. And there's some minor errors, you know, in terms of the signalling layout and stuff. This is the track up to Temple Mills International Depot. This is where the Eurostars live. Would be really cool to actually have a scenario that dumps you out. Like you bring your train to a stand. Like they put us, you know, one of the signals on here for the SNCF high speeds, but or like a service for that. But like I say, I'm probably gonna end the video here for this part, and I'm gonna have a look at the other features. Ooh, I can hear the wind. That's quite cool. You probably can't hear that because it's quite a faint sound. But so far, this is pretty special. Is my honest opinion. Yeah, that's fine. So it's the new UI. I'm not going to go into it too much, but I like it. It actually reminds me of Forza, is what this reminds me of. So it's obviously a very console supportive UI, but yeah, this I really like actually. So I'm going to drive the 66 because I've been told that's heavily improved. No, so I've got to do it. I'm going to have to do that in service mode. But so this just looks like tips on to drive the train basically, which is fair enough. You know, there are people who need that, and you know, things like introduction to LZB, AFB introduction, that's cool. I would have liked to have seen an introduction to PZB. PZB is a mystery to many people in the train sim community, and it took me, you know, basically I learned it when I was at Dovetail because I saw it was like, look, I'm developing a German route. I need to understand PZB so I can test it, and so I can, you know, because there's no use me building scenarios that are timed perfectly for people without PZB speed restrictions, but I need to know what the restrictions are going to be in the scenario, right? That was my logic. Ow. And that's what I learned about, right? So, like I say, I would like to have seen that. Do you see that maybe in the 401? No. But that's all right. Like I say, I'm not gonna look at the environments too much today. Oh, I can actually walk around it. That's quite cool. So this looks obviously a lot like the. So let's start at Central Square, and then I'll just wander about, and we'll just see what the world looks like. Pardon me. And then we'll call it. But yeah, like I say, my first impression so far, this is pretty special. Um, like the environment art quality is there now. Ooh, this is a bit stuttery. Yeah, I think it's just everything loading in for the first time. Yeah, it's fine now. I think it was just because BNSF. You. Oh, it's the SD. Wait, have we gone away from putting GP38s and everything, Dovetail? Generally didn't pay attention to Cajon Pass. But it looks like we may have gone away from putting GP38s and everything. Halla frickin' Luya. Got a 465 here. This is really nice just to be able to walk around them in a depot environment and, you know, not feel like pressure to do anything. That's quite enjoyable. Ooh, what's this 66? Is this the training one? So you've got the wasp stripes on the nose. Yeah, this looks like the training environment one. Its Spyrex is blowing off. Wait, is that Spyrex on these bad boys? Ah, it's a Spyrex on these guys. So the 66 Spyrex isn't blowing off, which is a shame. But again, it just gives you some time to walk around and admire these things. And also understand the size difference between a 66 and a freaking, what's one of these called again? ES44. We've got the 66 188, which is the EWS livery one. This looks, honestly, this is really cool. I'm going to run over, oops, I've got level crossing here without the barriers, which seem to blast your horn repeatedly going over that. Okay, can I go in here? Nope, that's a shame. Enterable interior, actually, I should be able to enter in this though, right? I mean, it doesn't add anything if I can, but it would be really cool. I do like it, by the way. You've got this really Gucci, modern, futuristic room, building. And look at the state of the lockers. They just look like that in 1985. Very much reminds me of 5M, actually. Classroom 1. That's so cool. Office. Blazer. I wonder who Blazer is at Dovetail. I can't read that. Toxic something. Toxic Instruments, maybe? Dovetail Holidays. Locker room 2. Yeah, got some changing rooms. Like some changing stuff. Meeting room. So, a trick they missed here is putting a sticker of an ACS64 on one of the walls in there. Reason is, in Dovetail, there's 3 meeting rooms. There's Carp, which has got a fish on the wall. There's Sprinter, I think it is, or I can't remember what it's called. But there's basically one. There's Carp, which had a fish on the wall. There's one which had an ACS64 on the wall, and there's one which is We Are Rail Fans, which has the speech by Sean Bean, and on the wall, in it. And oh, have I got it turned around? No, the front and back's the same here. Toilets. Just being cheeky. Oops, up and down the steps. This is really freaking cool. I enjoy this a lot. Got a meeting room upstairs. Okay, that's a really good touch. Uh, that is the best Easter egg I've seen in a video game. So you got the headphones on the laptop there. Those are the headphones Matt Ped wears. He does not just wear those for the live streams. Those are the headphones he wears when he's sitting at his desk, right? With the laptop, and obviously that's Matt Ped streaming Train Sim World. Okay, I love that Easter egg. I'm taking a screenshot. That's my first screenshot in Train Sim World 2 is that Easter egg. Oh my word! Right, I'm going to mount up on one of these locos to get a screenshot. But overall, first impression of the Train Sim World 2. So I'm not reviewing. What I'm not reviewing here today is the the local. You know, I'm not reviewing the new stuff. I'm not reviewing the new physical content. I'm reviewing the changes to the game. Thumbnail right there. And oh my god, it's impressive. So what are my thoughts based on my first 20 minutes of gameplay? So, wow. First of all, this is an upgrade. No two ways about it. The Train Sim World 2020, Train Sim World 2 to Train Sim World Rush Hour, that hasn't done much for me. Train Sim World 2 Rush Hour to Train Sim World 3, this might as well be a whole new game as far as the visuals are concerned. They are so much better, I can't even begin to explain. I really enjoy it. This is really outstanding. Yeah, this is pretty special. I'm going to be doing videos on all of the routes. I'm going to probably start with Southeastern High Speed. My plan is to get a route learner out probably on Monday of Ashford into St Pancras on the 395. I'm going to cover Cajon Pass as well. The German stuff I'm going to figure out. 465, I don't think that's changed, so there's not much point in me covering that. I've already covered that, I think. And then the 66 will get covered in a future video. Like I say, guys, this is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. This is really special. You know, there is there is the elephant in the room, I guess, of the increased pricing in this year's update. Some people very unhappy with the fact that it's 2 new routes, 1 rebuilt route. But to be totally honest with you, at the end of the day, devs got to eat, right? Dovetail, you know, Paul, the head shed, he has bills to pay, both for, you know, the company and himself, and all the devs, you know, devs got to eat, as we sort of said in Dadrail's stream today. Devs got to eat. And in the UK right now, there's a cost of living crisis. Could Dovetail have done this for $24.99? Yeah, totally. Could they have done it for free? Yeah, totally. But at the end of the day, there will be a lot of dev hours have gone into this, and they are absolutely right, in my opinion, to say, actually, we want a bit more for it this year. You know, that the time was going to come when we paid more for Train Sim World DLC, and I actually think this justifies it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. It's been short and sweet, but it's just been it's an introduction for me to the game, and oh my god, it's absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye for now.